I came here thinking that I was going to serve and I was going to minister, and I realized that I got more of a blessing. And I realized also that when we come on these trips, we are the hands and the feet of God. How beautiful are the feet of those who go and preach the word and minister. And I realized that's the humbling that I felt.
Yesterday I had the privilege of attending the boys' school. God really showed up on this trip for me by having a 15-year-old boy named Luis come to me and ask to speak with his class. And we had a lovely conversation on the way over to his classroom about how he wanted to be an artist when he grew up. But when I got to the classroom, the boys were all seated and they were very quiet, and they had handwritten questions for me to answer. And I was deeply impacted by their interest in me. But what really got me was one boy asked what were the hardships in my life, and I wasn't prepared to answer that question because here I'm looking at them and the hardships they're facing. And I shared with the boys that I had lost my husband this past summer to COVID. And what I realized at that moment is I haven't really got to my grieving process yet. And I think that's the incredible peace that God brought me and gifted me while I'm here, is that it's time to grieve. And it took a classroom of 15-year-old boys in Kenya for me to get to that place, and I'm incredibly humbled by that.
Ago, we received information on the family that we were building this home for, and we were told that Paul had a job delivering groceries, and he was borrowing a motorbike to do that kind of work, and that was how he was supplying food for his family. And then we were told that the owner of the motorbike wanted it back. And so he was still providing for his family by working, but he was carrying everything. And so we, again, are just honored, and it's a privilege to present to him a motorbike.
Paul is so happy and for what the God has done, because lastly he had a motorbike which belongs to someone, but now God has provided for him a new brand motorbike. So he praises God for that.
A lot of us give of our time and our resources, but very few of us ever really get to see the end result of that. We always hope and pray, we're going to give money to the church and they're going to do great things with it. But on this trip, I got to watch a young man named JC give his testimony and talk about going from near death in the slums in the Mathare Valley to being a high school graduate. He is composed, confident. His entire life has been turned around based on the Mohi experience. I got to see the end result of the time and effort that I have put in to the mission field.
He's 5 years old. He was born with cerebral palsy, and he's not eating very well right now. He goes to physio 2 times a week, and he's very anemic, very malnourished. So we're going to try to get him some help.
Dr. Naomi Morales has been leading this team. Tell us, Doc, how's it been going?
This is amazing out here in Cargi. It's hot, but it's beautiful. I got this amazing team here. We got nurses, EMTs, pharmacists, midwives. They are rocking it this week. We've made a huge impact into the community. Lives have been changed with these pregnant women, and we've screened these children in this school. We've seen amazing work. God is glorified, and we thank you, Eastside, because you've made this happen for us and these children. Amen.
Absolutely.